Yo, 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 and we back again. It's time for all the trends on all vibes. It's your boy X Sleepy. I got my dog Never Failing on the couch with me.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. I got Lynn Lover on the other side.
Yeah, man.
All right. And we got the special guest, Penny Lane Pablo, still kicking it with us.
Hey.
All right, all right,
In
all
that
right.
bit.
So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into some more topics. As y'all see on the screen right here, one of the biggest topics that went down last night. Camron responds to Jim Jones, questioning rapper Harlem Roots. Says he was a fan. Um, you know, I saw a little snippet of what Cameron said to that man. He was basically telling him, "Come eat with us." You know, we on the podcast.
We
you
ain't got
need a
the
job.
actual snippet? Like, what the fuck?
I gotta go research that video. It was on Twitter when I found it, so I don't know if it was old or if it was new. But uh, Penny, you from up north? You know what I'm saying? Give us a little rundown on this the beef they got.
The beef.
Man. I think Camron felt offended by the way that Jim Jones is kinda like hopping into the social media with, about past past I want to say like situations they had in the past, man. Speaking up on a lot of things that Cameron and Mace kind of like established in hip hop, and Jim Jones kind of saying that he was there throughout a lot of that shit. I personally think that Jim Jones is from Harlem a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say that he. I don't know. I feel like he from Harlem, man. Y'all let him come around for this many years and doing what he doing, repping Harlem, man. Like, man, get that man his flowers, That's it. But I fuck with Camron too. So I think both of all that shit's funny.
So hold up, Penny. Who you rocking with more, bro? Like, who you feel like you got in this battle?
To be honest, for real, after what I heard today, a little bit of Jim, man. I like Jim.
Damn. What you mean after what you heard today? You had heard the song and you felt like he had some...
it kind of moved me a little bit. I on some, for some funny shit, like what Camron was saying was funny. You know what I'm saying? Dissing the hell out of him. He was spitting his facts about the situation. I feel like a lot of it was true. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what is it? That's what we need. What is the situation?
Yeah,
like
where did the beef stem
Yeah, we
from?
need the backstory.
Is this over a female? Like what?
Nah, it's not. It's over. Basically, I feel like Jim has a little bit of jealousy. I want to say. I don't want to say jealousy because that might be the wrong word, but jealousy against me, Camron, and Mace's past relationship. So, Jim gets online every few years and talks about, Jim, Camron and Mace. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it really just come from Jimmy just talking about them. Really, actually, let's take it back. Really take it back. It just popped off recently with 50 Cent. 50 Cent kind of like sparked it up. And he kind of brought up the fact that Jimmy and them was beefing because of him. And, Camron and them was laughing about it. And that's when he hopped on the line and started talking about it again. You gotta pull it up. You can't pull up the clip when they was like with 50 Cent and
Yeah, bro, we gotta
Jones,
see the clip,
Jim
bro.
Jones
We can't just be in the dark like this, man.
Yeah, Jim Jones, they were talking about it. I don't want to quote nothing if I'm wrong.
All right, we'll see if we can find it. Let me see videos. Clap back at Jim Jones over Cam and Mace. Let's see what he says. Is this?
Nah, I think it was more like Jim Jones. No, it was 50 Cent and Camron, and they were having an interview. 50 Cent and Camron had an interview, and 50 Cent was just basically saying how he baited Jim Jones into the beef when G Unit had the beef with Dipset some years ago. Damn near 10, 15 years ago.
Let's see here.
No, that's not.
Jones
Not
that one. Not that one.
Nah, they was all sitting down.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Just Try to find these people real quick.
It was Camron, 50 Cent, and Mace, I think. They were all sitting down like a podcast. And
you know, I can see Dipset having a podcast. I'm like, I don't know how they ain't do it already, for real.
it's really I don't think that because you got Mace and Camron doing the podcast.
Oh, so they ain't trying to like dick ride, basically.
Yeah.
Hey, niggas,
Man,
go
them
make that
niggas
money.
tripping.
Go make that money.
Boy, them niggas got a lineage. Boy, you better go get that bag.
I mean, I can see a podcast called The Diplomats. That
Yeah.
sound like some podcast shit.
Oh God.
Jim
Because
Jones.
it's like for real, it's like every rapper who rap can be a podcaster now.
You
Just
just
make
tell
your
it
bag.
is what it is.
Just did the interview with 50.
For the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show.
Them niggas be on right? Them niggas ain't got nothing else to think about but Capo. I did a lot for them niggas in their life. You heard? Both of them. Pause though. Get off my. There's only space on there for baby girl, man. Come on, man. Tugging on my like that.
Yo, you never clear and we never hear your side of the story. Cam was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with
That
50.
nigga ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing. Nigga. My memory, like, yo, that was the last show, but it was just the sequence of the way things was going. And then it came to a point where I had to worry about who Jim Jones was moving forward. Then I was worried about anybody else because nobody else was worried about me. I got to a point where I became famous too. There was a point where all the famous people know me. Then after that, it was like, shit, famous as all the famous people. I can't do what I used to do for you. You heard?
Still gotta know, like, how did that work? You performing, like,
they called me like, yo, you want to come out and perform at the show? Yeah, I got the hottest record. I'm popping out, and I wish nigga would look at me sideways, think they gonna do anything funny. I'm with all of that.
Like, this is like, nigga, it's an opportunity. I gotta go.
Yeah, I was going there to do nothing G-man at all. Them niggas couldn't even dress. But he had a platform for me to perform on in front of thousands of people in New York. Yeah, I'm taking that. I'm popping out.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it going, it seems like this is some petty ass beef. If
It
we really
do,
just
bro.
talk about it. This is some pettiness, you know.
So they literally talking about how Jim Jones went and opened up for 50 or something like that.
Nah, 50 Cent, it was really more like his loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were just, Cam is coming from a point where, you know, during that beef, if you with my campaign and then so we got a little disposition in our situation, you go run with people that's dissing me. That's how Camron looked at it during that time period.
But that's slick what he did for real.
I mean,
Yeah, he
that is
did.
what
He
he
did do
did.
that.
Like you said,
He
they
did
weren't
do
on the
that,
same
you know?
page. So
And 50 Cent laughed, and they were 50 Cent and Camron were laughing at it like, yeah, you know, I could have. It was easy for me to get Jimmy to hop on the board because once I got Jimmy to pay attention, I felt like I won the battle. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, and it was kind of true at that moment.
Oh, God. Hey, that nigga 50 sneaky.
50
Yeah,
is
but during this moment right now, all this did was just kind of like fuel up the tension that Jimmy and Camron had with each other. All it did was just put it out there in the open. You know what I'm saying, for people to view it, because really don't see Camron and Jimmy right that really too tight in social media. You don't see them on social media. You see Camron and Mace, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing because they got their podcast popping and all. So, you know, a lot of that might stem from that too. You know what I'm saying? For them boys kind of like, you know what I mean, separating themselves from Cam like that. You know, we ain't seen really them boys been around each other after the fact of that big ass what was it? Verses and shit. I ain't really seen them boys together like that.
Nah.
Maybe I haven't paid attention, but I ain't seen them all like that together.
Nah.
Besides Jewels and Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Jewels and Jimmy be
Hell
together.
yeah, they tight. You can tell, like, even when they was making records back in the day, they was like, you know, they was real tight.
right.
Yeah. Even up to recent, you know what I'm saying, when Future just shot that video with Lil Baby shot that video with Future and up in New York. Jewels and Jimmy was both there. You know what I'm saying? They were both at the club and all that together.
Exactly.
But I didn't see Camron there.
So what you think, man? You think there's just some let's get our names circulating in the media type shit?
I was asking the same question. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of big for Camron to hop online and say you're not from Harlem while Jimmy's pushing a Harlem record. Like, you know.
Damn.
So okay. That's my question for you, Penny, because being from up north, you're used to that. So if like from Atlanta, right? You can tell people you live in Cobb County, you live in DeKalb County, you live in Gwinnett County, but you tell everybody you from Atlanta, and nobody really just takes that to heart. Compared to like, why is it so meaningful for somebody to say they from a place in New York, and then everybody find out that they're not from that place, or really up north, really? Because a lot of people like I done met some Boston niggas where they was like, "Oh, I'm from Dorchester," and then niggas be like, "No, you not. You from somewhere else," and it's like, well,
yeah, they get that. I don't know why is it like that for real, but I ain't gonna lie. Like even when I look at it from down here, like being in Atlanta for so long, being from Boston and then coming to Atlanta and then kind of like being accepted like I'm from Atlanta in a way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think it's just really a up north mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? Where people are more territorial on areas that you kind of like came up in and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. You know what I mean? Like people take that shit to heart if you really, you know what I'm saying, if you repping something and you're really not from there. But at the same sense, Jim Jones' grandmother lived in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Mattapan in Boston. You know what I mean? My grandmother lived in Mattapan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not from Mattapan because my grandmother lived there. I lived with my grandmother. You know what I mean? At periods of time. So it's like, does that not make me from there because my grandmother lived there or my mother had to live there? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just get that man his flowers, y'all. It sounds kind of petty to me when you really break it down. You know what I'm saying?
So them niggas is just in their feelings for real.
Yeah.
I think it's a relativity stunt. You know what I'm saying? It's
I think it's just to get names floating around. Because you know how 50 is, man. He a genius when it comes to that trolling, bro. Like 50 a troll genius, dog.
It made me listen to Jimmy. It made me listen to some old Camron for a second too.
Oh God, nigga streams probably went up.
Yep.
Let me listen to some old shit they were talking about.
Nigga was trying to hear them subliminals and shit.
Now, but there was a point when Camron was blasting off that it kind of make sense because he was just like he said during the beginning of the interview. I don't know if you got it up, you can pull it up when he was blasting Jimmy the first time when you had the fur coat on and shit. He was like, basically he was just like, you ain't play this video during this time when Big L and this person was alive, and you know what I'm saying, you wasn't there, Jimmy. And this times. I could see that kind of happening where Jimmy seen them boys kind of popping. And was like, let me get down with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. And then Jimmy's like, yeah, I was around for all for the times that you blowing up for real. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because he was just like, you wasn't from Harlem and you wasn't there. He kind of blasted him on there, but I kind of see that being kind of true. Like he wasn't around for the beginning, but you might have came for the middle part and the ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True. Hey, I mean, shit. It is what it is, man. Shit. I mean, I don't have too much to say about it. I don't know the lineage of they beef. I don't know the lineage of everything. I just know when we was down here, them niggas was popping.
Yeah.
I fuck with Cam. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck
them
with
nigga. When I say the diplomats was popping, nigga, they took over the South.
Man, they took over the
world.
world.
They had a wild little run.
Yeah, they had a nice little run. Especially, I'm gonna be real. Camron was the most popular one down here, though.
Yeah, Camron definitely was popular.
He was the most popular one.
So, what was Camron's biggest song?
I want to say "Oh Boy."
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
His first entry song before that was like "Horse and Carriage" and shit like that when he had with Mace.
Yeah, but that "Oh Boy" was it.
For Diplomats, "Oh Boy" was like that was the groundbreaker right there.
Yeah, that was it.
And then they had the Dipset anthem. That was like the one that like broke them all in as a group, kinda, with them wearing the pink and coming out with the bandanas and breaking out Joel Santana.
So this him responding to the gym?
I I believe so.
Yeah, he
Let's
went
see what the
kinda
fuck he
hard on him.
said.
Tell
Not
that boy
grow up
no.
with you, my
Tell that boy.
nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick ride now. That's where this old shit. I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But let's dick ride. Do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. So not met. How you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Camron 1995 freestyle.
Was pretending to Penix with a 44 Johnny Honey. And now I make Gotti money. Niggas wanna be cool but couldn't piss in my potty for me. And it's not my nigga, your daughter, bucking in order, bucking the slaughter, running with cops, like a reporter, sweating niggas like buckets of water. I got the jack running off. It's like looking for a spot. It's like fraud tonight. You body shit my start. Like, don't make it a habit, G.
All right, we're gonna mute that real quick while they still going on. So yeah, this is just some beef over
Who the
dick
fuck
riding.
is that right there?
Oh.
Who that, Penny?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
So this whole beef is over somebody saying they not from somewhere that they not supposed to be. This is what it sounds like.
Nah, it's really started off with him saying dick riding. When I think that's what really
That's
got Camron going.
So that's like that because you know up north.
Yeah, you
Suck
can't,
my
you
dick.
can't, yeah, you can't say
like,
dick
get my
and
dick
nothing.
out your mouth type shit. I think that's what really triggered bro to be like, let me tap back in with this shit because I was gonna let it go.
But hey,
you know, and then Camron, then he got on there talking about he's the one that made Camron wear pink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, he advised him to do it
That's not kind of weird that another grown man is bragging about a grown man wearing pink
and telling him to do it. I mean,
like, hey man, I gave you the fashion statement that made everybody remember you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really come down to. Is like, shit, I gave you the sauce to come to
Nigga
boss.
want some credit, huh?
so
Yeah.
I mean, my question is, who comes up off of this the most? It's got to be Jim, right?
50 Cent.
Because Jimmy's actually, you know, if it comes to music wise,
Yeah, he's actually pushing a record.
He's actually pushing some records right now. So Jimmy's actually taking the free promo.
Nah. You know, Camron might actually come up a little bit more just because it's a podcast. He's a sports analyst, so it's like
I think everybody wins, but who's going to talk about it more? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like us talking about it, I think for hip hop, yeah. For Jimmy, hip hop, yes. For the sports and podcast, Camron, yeah. For just in general speaking about the whole situation, both of them.
I mean, if you really think about the whole
trending.
situation, though, Jim Jones the only one without a product other than the music.
I mean, what product does Camron have?
That pink Porsche.
Mean, at this point,
the pink shit, that pink pony. I don't know what I forgot it's called. I know it's like an energy joint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got
like
a drink.
Something, yeah. I want to call it a drink, but yeah, like a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
It get you ready to get your motion in the ocean going.
oh, it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like one of them drinks, like the honey pack.
The honey pack.
Yeah.
That's some freaky ass shit. You over here and created a honey pack.
Them niggas got a whole honey pack. The cam honey.
Yeah, but it's like pink.
So it's for her.
You know, shit. But I ain't.
Oh, it's for her. It's for her or him.
When you think of a rapper, you think of Pink. You could think of Cameron.
No cap.
Even to this
no cap.
very day.
No cap.
Even to this very day.
Yeah, so he still got that pink. You know, as as far as having that lane, he got it.
I think, and then in every few years, a rapper simulates that move. Every few years, someone wants to be Camron in the pink. Didn't Drake just do that just recently?
Did he?
Yeah, he just did that recently with the pink, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Well, so you know, just to round this topic all to the end, coming to the end real quick. We didn't get too deep in it, but you know, we're gonna keep pushing. Cruz.
Yeah.
You think the beef is needed, or is this just something to revive a career? Not revive a career, but like, you know,
push. What you mean is it? I don't think
so. Is this like you know? Obviously, we don't see no. Well, I'm not gonna say we don't see no dead bodies, but there's no like main relevance.
I'm gonna be real, man. These some niggas that they just a little out of their prime, and they just need a little more shine.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of on some one side of shit a little bit because you got some niggas that got some shine and the nigga that's trying to get his.
Yeah, I know, but who picked on who first?
I mean, I don't think you can say it's picked on.
I
It's
think
some nigga took it
it was
super
an
personal.
underhanded joke that got brought to a different level. It was a 50 Cent really low key started.
But he was on their platform when he did it.
Yeah, and he was just kind of like,
so they allowed 50 to come on there and diss that man on their platform.
I don't even think 50 dissed him. It's just like
he wasn't dissing him. He was really just telling the story of how everything went down, and that's when Camron and them laughed at it. Like, it's funny.
Come on, bro. That's like a nigga goddamn. That's like a nigga doing some fugazi shit, and then you bringing up the story and telling the story like, oh yeah, this had went down before. Like, come on, bro.
Or I even got
you
one
picking on that man.
I got one better for you. That's like, all right, I played football. I graduated 20 years removed from high school. Now the guy that cracked me in football, is the guy that hit me so hard in football comes up and sees me randomly and talks about how he hit me 20 years ago and still brags about it.
And still bragging about how he hit you.
It would have been cooler if during that time and period, during that whole beef, that they had Jimmy up there too. If Jimmy was up there, they had the conversation like that. It'd have been more like, all right, cool. If Jimmy was invited to the situation, and you know what I'm saying, I think he'd have laughed at it too.
No, I don't think that's like I think with how personal Jim took it in the first place, I think it would have played out the same if they was all in the same room for real.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't think Jimmy would have really said dick rider, dick sucking too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have said that. I don't think he would have came off like that because he did. You know what I'm saying? Because they all said it in a joking way. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if you really pull up the clip, like they were really joking. Like they were joking, laughing at the shit. Like this is what happened. Like 50 was just like, I knew that I can get Jimmy to come fuck with me.
Oh no, y'all, you definitely couldn't have said that in the same room. It would have definitely went the same way.
Definitely you think it went the same way?
You fucking right, because at the end of the day, he's painting Jim Jones like he switched sides.
And he made him do it. It's like
it's like I got that nigga to drop his whole team and got down and dick ride
Jimmy
me.
Just explained it like, nah, yeah, you right. He was just like, Jimmy did explain it like, nah, I didn't do that. He's like, that nigga did have a platform. That's why I hopped on the stage.
You cannot.
And he literally admitted to it.
Yeah, but during that moment, everybody's looking at it like, y'all, you just put out there in the forefront that you and Camron.
So how did the nigga 50 really explain it on the podcast?
Because it was like, hey yo, look, hey, guess what I got this nigga to do, right?
Oh God.
And this nigga went for it. I did some trolling shit. I was just bullshit, but he really went for it.
Oh
God,
I went with it. Whole ass.
I know I could get this nigga mad. Watch.
Yeah.
Tell this nigga he not from Harlem.
Well, that was the biggest move right there. That definitely made him feel, everybody look at it like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But I think that's not the first time Camron done said he's not from Harlem, though.